Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ethan, back to you, bringing some more college basketball 22 from Draft Day Sports. Um, where we left off, I believe we lost in the NIT. Yeah, we lost in the second round. We made it to the A10 championship, I want to say, and we lost. It's been a few days since I've played this save, so just trying to catch back up, but we are in the off season. I believe who won the national championship? Illinois. So congrats to Illinois. They win the national title. Staff hirings. Let's just go through this really quick. I don't think we need new staff. This would be, we just finished up our 5th year. That was our first year at George Mason. So now we're going on to our 2nd year. So let me get through this staff hiring, and if there's any hirings, I'll let you know. But otherwise, I will see you guys when we get to the board. Okay, guys, same staff. We're keeping the same staff. Now we're gonna meet with the board. Let me check. No, staff is fine. I wanted to check our info. If I need money, what do we need? Do we need money? Do we need facilities? We didn't spend all of our money, and I didn't go down all the way in the budget. So we're just gonna go with try to get some facilities out of the board. Come on, guys. We need better weight room equipment. We need update the basketball. We just need to do everything. The weight room needs to be adjusted. Recovery room. The whole athletic center needs a redo. Can we get some new facilities? No, they said, ha, just kidding. So, all right, let us go ahead and start our 6th year in this save. Our record right now, we're 99-64, about 60% win rate. Nothing crazy has happened. Started 4 years at South Carolina State. Now we're working our way through George Mason, trying to gain experience, boost up our reputation so we can get bigger jobs and do bigger things. So, all right, let's get through this, and I will see you guys at the transfer portal. All right, guys, here we are at the start of the new season. I'm going to switch up how I kind of record. Want to keep the episodes a little more manageable in length. Don't want it to be over 2 hours. I'd like to try to keep these within an hour to an hour and a half for you guys, so maybe even shorter. So I'm going to try some different recording methods, cut out a lot of the manual work, and show you guys kind of the highlights of everything. So let me know if you like that or if you don't. But I just figured it might be easier to not have to watch so much stuff. So we have 4 scholarships. Doesn't really matter. We're going to, at this stage of our career in school, we're going to use the transfer portal. So let's go ahead and... there was no conference movement is what I wanted to show you guys. We have 100,000. Man, we have a lot of money. I could probably spend a little bit more on assistant coaches if I want to, but not needed. Let me just go with my, we're on the Atlantic East, so let's go with the premium Atlantic, and let's see what kind of transfers we can pick up. Who's going to transfer arm school? Who's going to come? Who are we going to bring in? Alrighty, guys, here we are at the transfer portal. Let's take a look at these emails and see who transferred. Wow, we lost 3 players. Okay. We lost a guard. He's a 1-star. It's fine. I hope we lost a center. So, hopefully we lost people who were just kind of the bottom end of our barrel. So we have a guard, center, and who was Brian King was the center. So we lost 2 centers. So we have up to 3 transfers that we want to bring in. Let's take a look at this roster. I haven't looked at the roster yet. And we'll evaluate the roster. So we have 2 scholarship point guards. One, the freshman that I brought in, ranked 124. He's really good according to our very first look at him. So that's going to be our starter. This guy's not much of a backup, so we might need a backup there. Shooting guard, we got 2, I guess you could call them quality players, and Brad Bradley, I think he was starting for us, if I remember. Yeah. putting up 12, 3, and 3. Not bad. So shooting guard, not the greatest. Small forward, not the greatest either. Power forwards are strength with Eric Barber. He's basically maxed out, but he does good work for us. Center, Scott Palmer, I guess, could get the job done, but if I could find someone better, I'm gonna go for it. So let's add one more center. I don't think we need to. Let's add a small forward if possible, and then a guard, best available guard. So all right, let's see how many scholarships we have. We have exactly 3. That's perfect. And before I take a look at these prospects, I'm going to come to polls and media right here. Click on magazine, and I want to take a look at the transfer magazine to see who are the top players in here. So these are players 1 through 5. This guy from the Czech Republic transferred from Michigan. Apparently he's the best player. So I think the transfer portal this year, the prospects this year, nobody's like blown out. Usually you'll see a lot of like top prestige schools, like what you see mostly with this guy from Purdue. But when you start seeing like Vermont and Northern Iowa on here, you might have a chance. I wish it told you what kind of guard they were instead of just a guard. But honestly, it doesn't matter. This guy from NC State's probably good enough. Let me take a look and see if any of these guys stand out. This guy from Georgia State, who's a forward, he averaged 12 and 6. He's pretty good. Let's do this. I'm going to go and advance. And what I'm going to do is sort by overall right here and see what my own scouts have personally picked up. And I'm going to make a judgment call on whether I think they're good or not. And I kind of debate that based on the school that they come from. A lot of these guys are C players. I want to try and shoot for B players. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to come here to center, and I'm going to scout about 10 centers. I'm going to do the same thing for power forward and the same thing for guards. I'm going to split them up a little bit. And then we're going to wait 1 week, see who's left, and then go for some. So what I'm going to do is just go through those scoutings, sim through the next day, and then next week we will identify our targets. All right, guys, so I just went through and spent my 30 scout points, and I found the guy from NC State, Don Richardson. I'm just going to go based on his stats, and he played on NC State. That should be good enough for us. I'm going to offer him a scholarship, and that's the only person I believe I want to offer a scholarship to right now. I did find the Georgia State guy right here, Sun Belt All Conference, second team. It's not bad. I'm going to offer him a scholarship for small forward, but we're going to save the one here. I want to make sure I really look at the centers because I think centers can be a big deal. So we're going to sim through this and we will see what results we have. All right, so I simmed the first week. Nobody committed to us right away, but I sorted over by overall here. You see the overall arrow down, and I scroll down. We have an A overall. This is the guy from Georgia State who is a sophomore. Kind of has some personality problems. He's not friendly. He expects starters minutes. We don't have a problem with that, but he's kind of a gem. Whoever picked him up in the top 700, if he really plays like this, I mean, if he's really this rating, he's really, really good. I'm going to be honest. I think he's probably a 3.5 stars out of 4. I've seen this been overinflated with bad scouting, but he's definitely a solid player. I don't think he'll drop that much. So we're going to offer him a scholarship still. That'll help our small forward needs. I got this John Joseph guy. Haven't looked at him. 24 minutes a game, puts about 10 and 6. He's currently a B player. Maxed out, injury prone. He's kind of questionable on the work ethic, but I think he can get the job done for us. I really do. We just kind of need bodies who don't suck. So we're going to offer this guy a Scully. And then we got this shooting guard right here. 4 and 4.5. He's a B player, not friendly. He's not concerned about playing time, but he did start 11. Not a lot of assists, good rebounds. Doesn't really get steals or blocks. He's an alright player. I don't think he's amazing. Let me take a look at the point guards and shooting guards in the C area here. We have C's. This point guard puts up 12 points a game. Are we good? No, we're kind of good on point guard though, right? We have that one stud freshman. But this guy's not too concerned on playing time. He wants solid minutes. We could probably give him some point guard minutes. Iowa, guy from Australia, 2.5, 4.5 star potential. Wants to play. He's average. I mean, this could be a player. What I'm gonna do here is just double check my roster, double check what I want. Right? Got a center. Got a small forward coming. Yeah, I guess just kind of best available guard, point guard, or shooting guard to either start or play backup roles. So let's get the best available player then. I think there were two good options. The point guard was fine, and the shooting guard was fine too. I don't want to make our freshman point guard too mad by bringing in another point guard. So let's see. This guy Davidson, 17 minutes. This guy's gonna put up 13 points a game from UMass. He's a junior. Wants to play. It's pretty good. I might go with Jeremy Billups here. And also his name's Billups. I mean, come on. I love Chauncey. So, this guy has a sharpshooter badge. I like that. He's not friendly, but he's not too concerned about playing time. I mean, I like the badge. The badge is huge. The sharpshooter badge is huge. It's just, do I want this guy as a junior to come on? These are both. It's tough. It's a tough call. I'm not 100% sure what would be the best play. This is the guy I offered from North NC State. I didn't even see that. Let's go with Billups because I really like the name. Or offer him a scholarship. What I'm going to go do, spend the rest of these contact points, and then we will resume once we get any results. And there we go, guys. Committed, and committed. So we got 3 players transferring in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the roster. Here is DJ Chambers. Was he our transfer? I think so. Yes, transfer from Maine. Oh wait, he already played for us. I'm tripping. Who was our Jeremy Billups? This guy right here got in the way. I'm gonna release this walk-on. I appreciate you, walk-on, but I'm gonna release you. Just kind of cleans up the roster. All right, so let's take a look. We got point guard kind of figured out. We have a freshman, no backup, so we're gonna play a backup shooting guard. But we have 3 quality shooting guards who are at least 2.5 to 3 stars, right? So this guy's pretty beast-like. He's a junior. He put up pretty good numbers. Jeremy Billups, though, it's either him or Bradley. Bradley's going to start. This guy can't really handle the ball. Oh, wow, we took this guy from UMass. I forgot where George Mason. That's kind of intercollegiate shit. Lucas Schmidt, did we recruit you? No, we got you from... Oh my God. This was the 5-star talent that we got, or that we thought. He really is 4.5. He might change. He could obviously change, but this is a great player. Look at the scoring. Look at the green, man. Good passing, rebound, good defense, athletic as hell. That's gonna be one of our best players. Eric Barber. Look what we've done through the transfer portal, guys. We're building a monster. Here's our transfer center to put in work. So we got a center, a small forward. So our best players, honestly, I'll transfer. There's our transfer small forward. That's the guy we recruited. It's a transfer and transfer. So pretty good. Let's get through the rest of these transfers. Let's get into the real recruiting. You guys know I don't really do real recruiting or high school recruiting. It's all recruiting, but I don't do high school recruiting that much because Well, you just saw. Why would I recruit 1-star high school kids when I can go and recruit former college players from other teams that are much better? So I will, but you guys know I need to at least recruit one high school kid. So my coach recruiting actually, like the skill recruiting goes up. So I will see you guys once this finishes simming and kind of give you the breakdown, just kind of the highlight of what I'll start recruiting with. And then I'll just kind of show you the highlights of who we end up with at the end. All right, guys, we're back. Transfers have simmed. As you can see, John Joseph is actually a 1-star. Don't know what happened to our scouting there. Supposed to be a 4-star worthy player. We end up with the 1-star. Hopefully it's just us being a bad scouter. Other than that, Lucas Schmidt, like I said, remember he was 3. I told you he'd be 3.5 stars. Played this game a lot, right? He's 3.5 stars. I know I should have known it was an overestimation. Jeremy Billups is still about the same. My freshman went down to 1.5 stars out of 1 star. So I don't know, man. The scout, when your scouting is so bad, like it is mine. Like I literally have a 1-star ability in scouting. Apparently, like the ratings just fluctuate so much. And I don't even know what kind of team we have and what kind of team we're fielding. So I thought we were fielding pretty good guys, but not even really sure now. So we're going to attend a camp. We're going to go to the New York, which is the Atlantic region camp, and we'll go to Atlanta just to see if we can find anybody. I will show you guys who I put on my call list and who I will target and just kind of how I set it up. But I'm not going to show you guys the whole recruiting process. It's you guys can watch videos before and kind of see how I do with my recruiting. But I feel the recruiting takes up a good 30-45 minutes of video time. And if I just skip out on that, it'll save you guys some time so you can watch the whole video. And then I'm kind of thinking of how I can do the season sim going a little faster. And I'll find a way to do that. But if you guys want to see whole of recruiting, just let me know and I'll put it in there for you. I'm pretty fast at going through it because I've played this game hundreds of hours. So I'm pretty fast at being able to go through recruiting if need be. And you guys just let me know if you guys do want to see recruiting. But if I don't hear anything, I think I'm just going to kind of do what I want to do and just make the videos a little bit shorter. So I bought my gold report. I come to the full list. Come here. Interested recruits. I have 3 people interested. That is nothing. 3 people. I mean, at least. I mean, it's nothing. So we're gonna come. We're from Virginia apparently. So we're gonna go and add all the 3 stars from Virginia if I can. And yeah, I'll take some of these 2 stars. That's fine. We're going to add these guys and hope. Actually, you know what? We're going to go for. Why not? We're going to shoot for the moon. I'm going to throw on a couple 4 stars. It's probably not going to happen, right? But then I'm just going to throw on a couple of these guys who showed an interest, who are cool right now. And we'll evaluate them and we will decide who we'll go with. So we're mostly going to go with in-state dudes who showing a little bit of interest, and we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna go through recruiting. I will show you guys highlights, and if anything crazy happens, let's get through it. All right, guys, I wanted to bring you in for an update through high school recruiting. Found this prospect here, Ross Walcott. He's a power forward, pretty good player overall. Finished top 10 at the Big Apple Showcase, but also I believe he was top 5 or actually the MVP at Georgia, the 3rd tier camp. So he's definitely good enough for our level. He's from New York. He's warm on Buffalo, but we can give him some options, you know. Virginia's not too far from New York. So that's going to be our main offer. I will let you know if we go after anyone else, but that is our main offer there. Okay, guys, wanted to bring you guys back. Still going through recruiting, still trying to go after that power forward. He's my only target. I have not offered anyone else a scholarship. It's either him or nobody. We're either going to get him, save the rest for transfers, or use it all on transfers. So, pretty favorable schedule. We got a out of conference tournament. That's cool. Tough away games though. Our away games are pretty hard, but I think we have a chance on all of our home games. We got a good chance. So let me go ahead and advance. I'm gonna keep you guys here. We're gonna see if we get Ross Walcott together. He's a top 10 player in our region. He'd be great to come to George Mason, especially from New York. Problem is, it's just nobody from New York is giving him the time of day. And Ross Walcott, as you've seen here, has given our verbal agreement to attend George Mason. So if I come up here, he's given our decision to come. I mean, this guy's a great, great player. He was, he got hot on Buffalo, and he was getting warm on Seton Hall, but Buffalo never visited him the first week, I don't think, and I had already gained momentum and passed Buffalo since I was basically, you telling him stuff like, hey, Virginia's not that far from New York, and man, your family can still come see you. You're gonna play down here, and you're gonna have a great time, and just, we're a great school. I'm a good coach. All the jazz, and we get our dude. He's a 3-star, top 200 prospect. I mean, pretty good player. He's worth 4 points in whatever the scale is. So that's good enough for me. Let's go ahead and get into the regular season, guys. I'm going to skim through all of the practices and the rest of recruiting, and I will show you guys our lineups once we get to the start of the season, and then I'll break down how I want to show you guys the rest of the games for the rest of this episode. Alright guys, here we are at the start of the season. I wanted to show off the lineup. Unfortunately, our freshman, who's a 1.5 star, who was supposed to be a 4-star, isn't as good as we thought. He's pretty trash, but unfortunately, he is our best ball handler and our best passer. I was thinking about putting Jeremy Billups in, but he doesn't really know how to handle he does know how to pass it a little better. You know what? After looking at this more, I want to put Jeremy Billups in that point guard and just see what happens. I just think it might be the better play. Even though he can't really handle the ball, at least he can pass, right? Like if he can pass a little bit, and it's just like I want to put the talent on the floor. We got Bradley Billups, senior, transfer from Texas. He's been pretty good for us. He's played 2 seasons? 2 seasons, yeah. Good player. This is the other transfer from Georgia State. Good player. Hopefully he can translate that into our A10 level. Still got Eric Barber, and then our center, we're actually running Jason Smith, who's a forward. Our centers aren't really that good. If you take a look, we have 3 centers. We have this Scott Palmer dude who would have to start, and I'm just going to have him come off the bench. So, I mean, this is our lineup. I'm not sure how well we're going to do in the A10 with this lineup. I do expect to win. Last season we did 20 games. Hopefully we can try and do the same. Let's take a look at the preseason, where they expect us to finish in the A10. Wow. So they think we're the number 1 conference team in the A10. I don't know about that one. Richmond's really good. Richmond finished 28-7 last year. So it's all on the lookout for Richmond. We did finish with a good record. LaSalle as well. Davidson, but they think we're going to be the number 1 team in our conference this year. I'm not sure about that. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go, and we'll see how good we actually are. I'm not going to go through game by game, kind of how like I was doing before. I think I'm going to chop it up into kind of sections of the schedule. I just think that'll be a lot easier for you guys to watch instead of having to watch an hour of sim. I can kind of give you some highlights. So let's take a look at this first month in November. We got 5 games. We have a out of conference tournament. Beating BYU is going to be tough, but Basically, 1 neutral court, 3 homes, and 1 away game. Let's see how we do. Basically, we can go like month by month, and we will check in kind of where we are month by month, so that way the videos don't go super long and that they're still digestible for you guys. So you've seen our starting lineup. Let's go ahead and get through the first month of November, and we will give you an update once we're there. Ooh, I just wanted to bring you guys back. We won the tournament. Not that we won the Hawaiian shootout. We beat BYU. I was like, man, that's already tough enough. Like, we're in. And we beat Texas Southern, beat them handily. And then we had ranked Fresno State, and now we are ranked 15th. Now, that's a little out of context if we're being honest. For some reason, this game, if you win an out-of-conference tournament, it just thinks you're the best team in the world. Doesn't matter what kind of conference. You're just the best in the world if you win one of those. And it really is heavily biased towards those tournaments in the first few weeks, but then it starts to even out as more games are played. But, I mean, bag up the trophy, guys. That's for George Mason. Many people might not care about that trophy, but you know who it does matter to? It matters to me, and it matters to us. We were a 6th seed, you know? Oh, my God, North Carolina got knocked. But, you know, it's something. We won something, right? We don't win a lot of trophies here. So, any trophy to add, it's a good one for us. We're at November 22nd. Let's just go ahead, and while I have you guys here, let's sim through this game. We got the dub against Texas El Paso, a.k.a. the UTEP Miners, and that's pretty good for after the tournament and the first 5 games to go 5-0. So, very proud of the team and excited to see what happens. I'll go ahead and keep on simming and kind of doing the format that I told you guys that I wanted to do. And I will see you guys at the end of November for an update. All right, guys, here we are at the end of November. And wow, look at our record and look at our ranking. Absolutely insane. Don't pay too much attention to the ranking. I think it's still a little messed up. It's just the very first month. But what a month it was. We won at home. We won the whole tournament. The Hawaiian shootout against some really, really tough teams. We battle. We win at home easily. Then we go to Georgia Tech, an ACC school, into their house and win by a point. Absolutely amazing. And then we take care of William and Mary at home. So, I mean, December, we got another 6 games or so. I mean, this one's a little bit tougher. 3 away, 3 at home. So 3-3 would be okay with me. Maybe 4-2, somewhere 4-2 and 3-3. That's a acceptable range for me for December. But off to a really, really good start. Let's go ahead and I'll show you guys just the stats through November. Jeremy Billups, I'm glad I put him in. 15 points, 5 assists, almost 2 steals a game. Wow, I'm so glad I put this guy on the court. Eric Barber, 14-6. 12-5. Jason Smith, 10-4. I mean, just the team is coming together. Lucas Schmidt is one of the highest rated current ratings, and he's only putting up 8-4. So, really proud of the team. Take a look at the top really quick. This is still need to adjust, but just to even see our name, George Mason, there, it's absolutely absurd. So, we do not belong in these categories of teams. We are a 1-star school. Almost a 1.5. Oh, no, we are a 2-star school. Excuse me. 2-star school. Almost 2.5. We're getting there. But, all right, guys. I will sim through December, and I'll give you an update on those 6 games in December, and then we'll continue to move on through the season. I think I do like doing these shorter episodes and kind of getting everything kind of compiled into within a shorter time frame. Makes it more easy and digestible for you guys to watch. So let me know if you guys like it. All right, guys. I just wanted to bring you back. Things are going really well in the season, except we just keep having post-game incidents and team incidents for no reason between Jason Smith and John Joseph. They just don't like each other, man. And I'm just sick of it. John Joseph, he's a 1-star. You transferred. I wanted you to be better, and you're not. And now you're pissing me off because you're like arguing with our best player. So like you need to chill. And I've done this multiple times. So honestly, you're just straight to suspension. I'll fix the depth chart, but man, like I'm just over it. You know, like you cause problems, and like I would come and do the text right, and I would do the you need to be lousy and heard you have some troubles. Sometimes if it doesn't do it, you just gotta suspend the dude just right away. Don't even give him a chance. Suspend him. See how it goes. If it doesn't work out, I'm kicking him off the team. I don't care about the prestige shit. Sometimes you kick scholarship players off, your prestige goes down because it's like, hey, they're on scholarship. Can you work with them? Can you suspend them? Listen, I don't want to. We are 10-1 on the season, guys. You see, we're having a damn good season, and I have little patience for like just getting that team incident email over and over and over again. So if I get it again after his 2-week suspension, John Joseph is no longer on the team. He's getting chopped. I'm going to go ahead and continue simming, guys. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, welcome back. We had a really, really, really good December as well, as you can see. Take a look. Handle our Weber State easily. We go on the road to Mizzou, an SEC school, and win on the road. What's up with us upsetting Power 5 schools? I know we're at a top mid-major conference, and you know it's player. I get to bring in the best players to George Mason as the player-controlled coach, but I mean we shouldn't be able to go into Mizzou and win. So it's crazy. Now we did lose. We finally did take our first L on the road to Illinois State. Not the team you want to lose to, but on the road you could see how. So yeah, but after beating Mizzou, you're like you can handle a team like Illinois State, right? But apparently not. We win comfortably at home against some bad teams, and then we go to Ryder and beat them. So now we start conference play. Let's take a look at the conference really quick. We should be top. We are top. Dayton's good. St. Joseph and Duquesne. Everyone's pretty good. Richmond, struggling, 6-5. VCU 4-7. Could have played tough games. They could probably bounce back. I mean, Davidson 33 ranking, 33 net. It's pretty good. So check out the stats really quick before we get into the Sims. Basically the same. Eric Barber's putting in work. 14, almost 15 points and 6 rebounds. I'm so glad I put Jeremy Billups into the starting lineup. He's get 13 points a game and 5 assists. That is so good. Turns the ball over a lot. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. He turns the ball over a lot, but you need these players. Jason Smith and Brad Bradley rounded out. I'm going to take a look at the pie chart really quick. Oh, yeah, Eric Barber is like a lot of our team. So is Jason Smith. Our inside dudes, but you know, I think we should be good. So everything should be basically even home and away. So you play 18 conference games, 9 in January, 9 in February, and March, basically. So all right, let's see how we do through these first 9 games. We got 4 away, 5 at home. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 away and 5 at home. Oh no, 5 away. Something along those lines. It's an equal schedule. Let me go ahead and stop talking nonsense. Don't want to extend the video any longer than it needs to be. I will catch up with you guys after the first half of conference play. Let's see what we can do. We're 12-1. We're doing really good. Let's shoot up there. We can definitely hit 20 wins. All right, boys. Welcome back. January went pretty good. Can't complain. Didn't start off well. We took a 20-point L on the road to a tough St. Joe's team. After that, comfortable dubs. 3 comfortable dubs in a row. Then we ran into Dayton. Dayton is probably one of the other better teams in the A10. They were like 15-2 when we played them. But then we ended strong here. Got a win on the road against St. Bonnie's. We defended our home court here. But the road win at Davidson by 6 points. Huge. Huge to win on the road. We're 19-3. We go 7-2 during January. That's a great stretch. And we have a good chance to do the same. We could go 14-4, 15-3. Maybe we take a couple more losses. Let's see here. St. Joe, we get them at home, 13-7. It's tough. But I want to get the job done. Duquesne, that's going to be a tough one. I expect to get like 2 wins here. I would hopefully win against VCU and Rhode Island. Richmond's tough. I want to beat Dayton at home, so I'd say I'd be disappointed if we lost more than like 3. If we lost more than 3, I'd be disappointed. Definitely can understand 2 losses. 3, it's a little pushing it. 4, hell no. I'd be really upset. So the team incidents have slowed down since I've suspended him for that once. So that's good. It's working out. We are ranked 22. That's probably a little bit more accurate ranking of what this team actually is. We're really, really good. 7-2. We got a bunch of 6-3 teams here. Wow. Really, really good competition in the A10. Pretty good. See Dayton here, 17-5, doing really well. 6-3 in conference. So we're doing good. We're definitely going to hit 20 wins. We might have a chance to hit 25. It's going to be tough though, right? But let's focus on staying healthy. And let's get ready for the A10 tournament. Most likely we're going to make the NCAAs too. So the same stats. Everyone's doing pretty good. So let's go ahead. Let's get through the last games of the season. I will do a season recap, or a regular season recap really quick. Go through the conference tourney. Get through the NCAAs. And man, I might just be able to get this video done in under an hour. So let me know what you guys think of this more condensed style of recording, where you don't get to see every sim, but it's more digestible. It's more shorter videos for you guys to watch. It's not as much. I'm hoping this will help continue to let people watch without having to feel like they have to commit their 2 hours to watching my videos. 1 hour, if you put it on 1.5 speed, probably goes a little bit quicker. So, hey, I'll bring you guys back once we're done with February. Let's end it strong. 19-3. Good job for the George Mason Patriots. Who knows if we'll stay or not. We got a long season. All right, boys. Welcome back. That's right. We're ranked number 18 in the nation. We've had a hell of a season. It's not been perfect now, but we've had a great season. Much better than what I thought we were going to have. 25 wins, 6 losses. Starting off February, we got 3 wins. Very close one at Duquesne, but we got the wins. Very close L at Rhode Island. Got absolutely dominated by Richmond. We just didn't show up. Took care of the next 3 games. And then Dayton. This one hurts the most. Dayton beat us in our home. So that means we've lost to Dayton twice. We've lost at their place and at our place to Dayton. So that scares me. Maybe Dayton's our kryptonite. But overall, we go 13-5 for the year. 25-6 overall. We're going to make the NCAAs no matter what. We can get knocked out in the first round of our conference tournament. We're still going to make it. Let's just take a look at the polls and media really quick for you guys. The Illini, the defending national champions, still on top. St. Mary, 30-1. Those are the 2 teams that have really distanced themselves from the rest of the pack. And then you kind of have everyone. Look, Florida State, Gonzaga, everybody's pretty good. Seton Hall, kind of surprising. San Diego State, they're in there. There's us, of course. I mean, we're really surprised. George Mason, UAB. It's interesting look, right? And the bubble watch. Oh, wow. Fresno, a team that we beat, is right on the bubble. Right on the bubble. They are like begging for somebody to mess up or for somehow for them to get in. We'll see. Take a look at the standings for the conference. Oh no, we finished third. Wow, Richmond actually had a really, really good year. They struggled early. Um, they went 15-3. They were actually the best team during the regular season in the A10. Wow. I mean, they've lost five. They before they were like 6-5, and now they're 15-3. So it really shows they're out of conference. They really pushed themselves, but it's really going to be really close for the A10. I mean, UMass is like right on the border. UMass and Duquesne are right on the border of making it. Davidson as well. They're all going to get NITs or lower conference bids. I think the three of us, Dayton, Richmond, and George Mason. Maybe not Dayton. We'll see. Probably Dayton, but we should all get NCAA bids. But let's take a quick look at the stats, and then let's go ahead and get into the conference tournament, guys. It's pretty much the same. Sprained wrist, he's all right. He'll be all right. Let's take a look at these emails really quick. Oh, yeah, another post-game incident. DJ Chambers mouthing off, though. Nobody do anything. Just going to let them mouth off to each other. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's see what happens. I will go ahead and pause it and let you guys know when we get to the first game of the A10 tournament. This is my second year at George Mason. Can we finally win this? We didn't win the regular season. We want to win the conference tournament to guarantee that we get in, and we want to make a good run. This has been a great second year, a great turning point for the program, and let's see if we can continue that. All right, guys, here we go. A10 tournament. We are a 3 seed. We'd have to play Dayton in the second round. That's a yikes. We've lost to them twice. Let's just focus on Davidson for right now, and then we'll focus on the second round. So can we take care of business? We've taken care of business all year. 25 wins. Come on, let's make a deep run. Unbelievable. We lose in the first effing round of the tournament. How frustrating. I'm pretty sure we lost. No, we made it to the championship game last year, but gosh, man. How do we lose? Oh, like you have such a good regular season and then just show up to the conference tournament where it matters the most and we just lay an egg, a fat egg, and now, I mean, I think we should still make it, but I mean, you never know. I mean, we're technically ranked, but not really. We're ranked because we're one of the best mid-majors, but we ain't that good. Good Lord, who's gonna represent? I think Dayton probably needs us more than Richmond. I'm not even too sure, honestly. But I am frustrated that we just can't even get a win. It's so frustrating, guys. If you played this game and you've watched the whole sim and you finally get here to the end and you're like, you got a good team, they won 25 games, this is our chance, and they lose in the first round, it's uber disappointing. You guys know, if you play this game, you know how long it takes to sim this game. So, tough. Dayton wins it. Let's go ahead and get into the selection show. Alright, guys, here we are again back at the selection show. We won 25 games and we only lost 7. We are a mid-major. Do we get in as an automatic bid? We're about to find out. None of us here. I'll let you guys see the names. You know, you guys don't need me to read off the names. That's tough. Gonzaga gets a 3. Yikes. Kansas. Wow, this is what a brutal first region. Illinois, FSU, these guys could all be 2 or 3 seeds, 1 or 2 seeds, and they're all in. Brutal. All right, Dayton gets in. So Dayton was our automatic bid. Now does Richmond or I get in? We'll see. Seton Hall. We beat Purdue Fort Wayne. A lot of Arkansas in this region. Bucknell, good old Bucknell, they're doing really good. So we're not in Region 2, not in Cleveland. What about Orlando? Florida, they get the number 1 seed in Orlando. That's a home field advantage. Tennessee Tech, we took one of their players, ended up being garbage. Illinois State, we've lost to them. Hey, we're a 6 seed. George Mason. Yes, we're a 6 seed. And we get on Milwaukee in 11. They're 24-7. Man, I think this is a hell of a game. I mean, it could go either way. We have a good chance to play Notre Dame in the second round. Cool. All right, so the only thing I'm really looking for here is if Richmond got in. Richmond does get in as a 10. Wow. They sneak in one of the very last spots, and then the last spots go to West Virginia and Southern Cal. Southern Cal just sneaking in. They were in the Pac-12 championship game. I did see that. So, all right, that was the selection show, guys. I'm going to pause it. We are in the NCAAs. Let's see. If we make a Sweet 16 this year, everything can be forgiven. The A-10 tournament can be forgiven and everything. NCAA run here cures everything. But my second year here, we go 25-7. We're ranked in the top 25. We make the NCAAs. No matter what happens from here, this is a successful season for George Mason. George Mason isn't supposed to make automatic bids, to the tournament. But us winning 25 games surely helps it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to get to our first game. We're going to play it out, and we're going to see what happens. Hopefully, we can make a deep run, at least the second round. Sweet 16, a guy can dream, right? All right, guys, here we are. NCAA tournament. Dayton gets knocked by Texas Tech. We get Milwaukee. We're slight favorites. Richmond also plays Georgetown. Georgetown is the slight favorite. Let's take care of business. Let's get to the second round. Come on. George Mason Patriots, this is it. Milwaukee, you're done. You ain't got nothing for us. You Panthers, get out. Let's take care of business. Second round. No way, man. We lose by 32. Unbelievable. We lose by 32 points? Damn. God, dude, that's not even a contest. Guys, what happened? We got dominated both halves. Wow. Wow. Can't even see their line because the line's black. Way to go, Wolverine Studios. I love the black interface, but can you guys fix stuff like this? I know I'm a little frustrated right now, but geez. You guys should have thought of that when you made the skin black. I'm just kind of mad and frustrated with my team. Showed up so poorly. Had such a good regular season. 25 wins in the regular season. First round exit in the conference tournament. First round exit in the NCAAs. Guys, I'm kind of disappointed. When you have a 25 win team, you think that you're going to make a deep run, and to get knocked out first rounds in both tournaments, that hurts. So, but with that being said, we have to move on, right? I'm going to go ahead and sim to the Final Four. We'll review the brackets, and we'll declare a champion, and we'll see where our future lies right now. Not a lot of love with George Mason right now. It's a very bittersweet feeling. 25 victories, but first round exit and then another first round exit. It almost sours the whole 25 wins we've got. So, all right, let's keep the energy up. Let's get to the end, and then we're gonna have to make some tough decisions. All right, here we are, guys. At the Final Four, we will do a look over at the bracket really quick. Still a little kind of beat down from my team having a terrible loss. So sorry if my energy's not quite there. I mean, we had every chance to go deep. 25 win team, and we can't get past the first round. Anyways, we see kind of a strange thing here. Illinois gets beat by Purdue, and then Purdue beats Kansas handily, and then Purdue as an 8 seed makes it into the Final Four out of this region. So Cleveland region, a little bit more chalky. Not really chalk here, though. 12 and the 13 allows the 13 to get in. St. Mary, holy shiznits. 130 to 125. I've never seen a scoreline like that. Anyways, Arkansas makes it, and Arkansas takes down the 1 seed, and they get through. Florida loses to Houston, which lets San Diego State in and win against Notre Dame. Oh my God, UCLA lost to a 15 seed. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. We lost to an 11, so yikes. I guess we weren't going to beat Notre Dame if we can't really beat Milwaukee, right? So, yeah, and you got OMG, Kentucky loss to Quinnipiac, a 16 seed. And that allows West Virginia to go through and Auburn to go through. What in the hell happened here? George, what an absolute crazy region. You end up with the 4 and the 7, and the 7 goes through. The 1 seed gets upset by a 16. What has happened to Kentucky? That does not happen that often, even in a video game. And even in a video game, I've only seen this maybe like 6 times. 5 or 6 times in the hundreds of hours I've played, in the hundreds of sims. And when I say hundreds of sims, I mean literally hundreds. So we get Purdue, Arkansas, San Diego State, Georgetown. Let's see who's going to be the champ. But yeah, when I say hundreds of sims, guys, I literally mean it. I play this game many hours and many different versions. Last year's version alone in 2021, I put in 230 sims on one save. 230 sims on one save. And I've had multiple saves on that game. So just to show you how much I play and see how these results end up. It's crazy. Alright, who's going to be the champ? Who made it through? Arkansas and San Diego State. And apparently San Diego State, they've done it. They are your national champion in the year 2026 is what it would be. As a 5 seed, they make it through. Absolutely crazy year for a champion. Yeah, San Diego State, they etch their name in history forever. And so does Kentucky. They etch their name as losers to a 16 seed. That is hilarious. So San Diego State, not the most prestigious school in the world. They win it all. Let's take a look at these awards really quick. First team, Illinois coach, bunch of guys that aren't our dudes, and yeah, that's how it's basically going to be. Let's go ahead and look at the A10. Somehow we don't get coach of the year. Buzz Williams, I guess it makes sense. They did have a little bit better year than us, but we're not in the individual awards. George May, there we go. Eric Barber, 14 and 6, ends up first team. Do we have a second teamer? We do. Jason Smith. Good player. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get through this, and I will see you guys at the season's review. Alright, guys. Here we are back at the season review. I'm sure we're going to pass a lot, but ultimately, me as a coach, I'm still disappointed. We can't win 25 regular season games and then just go first round exit. It's such a sour taste. Succeed, but we only go up by 1 point. We don't get a lot of prestige. We had a great regular season, but our postseason was absolute garbage. We had a terrible conference tournament and had a terrible out of conference. So everything basically stays the same. So the question is do we stand pat and do we stay, or what do we hear? I guess we go look at the rating. 64-54. This goes up by 4, and that went up by 3. Scouting apparently just doesn't go up. Oh no, it went up by 3. Finally, recruiting. It went from 60 to 61. It only went up by 1. Doesn't make sense. I signed a player, but whatever. And then 39 player development to 43, pretty good. And then reputation goes up by 4. Still have poor reputation. I'm still a good coach, though. I guess let's see what's out there, right? We've had a really good season with them, right? 25-8, ranked in the top 25, make the NCAAs for the first time in a while. I know our save just started here, but I mean, they had a rough season before I got here, and I've turned us around. So let's see if anyone's willing to take a chance on us. So nothing really stands out to me. The only job that like kind of interests me is going to be this South Carolina job. I like the role play of, hey, we were at South Carolina State, and we turned South Carolina State around into a great program. Now we're at George Mason. We've turned them around. We've done really, really well at George Mason. 25 wins. Yeah, we didn't have a great conference tournament. Yeah, we didn't have a great national tournament, but they saw what we've able to do at a smaller program with less resources. What would we be able to do with a program in the SEC with a little bit better resources? So South Carolina interests me. Rutgers, not so much. SMU, kind of. Not really, though. Honestly, Utah and even like Iona interests me. But mostly it would be either stay put. Honestly, it's either stay put or South Carolina to follow along with a storyline of, okay, we've done pretty good at the mid-major level. We've done pretty good at the A10 level. South Carolina, they're not a very dominant SEC school. They're actually quite bad. They went 6-12 in conference and 10-20 overall. They are not a good school, but they are an SEC school. They are in the SEC. This would give me a chance to compete in a Power 5 conference, in one of the best Power 5 conference. But you get a team like South Carolina. Good facilities, good academics. This is what we're going to do. We're going to come to school info here. We're going to take a look at South Carolina. Not South Carolina State, actual South Carolina now. The budget's the same, basically, which is a yikes. So you go up in competition by tenfolds. And you have the exact same budget as everybody. As a mid-major, you have the exact same budget as a mid-major, yet you're expected to compete in a conference that has a prestige of 4.5 stars. And you have to go through the likes of Kentucky, Florida. Look at this. Look at this absolute devilry of a conference. This is absolutely absurd to try to compete in with a 2-star school. It's crazy. But I might be up for the challenge. Journeyman, he ain't scared of anything. We were at South Carolina State for 4 years. We know the area of South Carolina really well. We've recruited the area of South Carolina really well. We've done well with transfers, which is what it's going to take at the University of South Carolina to do well. And I think South Carolina State has really set us up to do well at South Carolina. It's an SEC school. It'll be a pay increase. It's like a little bit like, hey, I did have fun coming back home and coaching at George Mason, but ultimately I do want to get to my dreams in a better school. And I want a chance to win a national championship. Not that I think I can win the national championship at South Carolina in the SEC, but it'll allow me to build my skills, and it'll allow me, I feel, to build my reputation a little bit quicker at a school that makes sense for me. South Carolina. I was at South Carolina State. I'm at George Mason. It's really close. I think it makes a lot of sense. And I think a lot of coaches, if you had a 25 win season and you get first round exit, and you get an offer because they recognize your regular season was really good, I think if you got an offer, I think you would take it. Journeyman has switched up schools once again. We leave George Mason. We left him in a pretty good spot. We left him with the top 10 recruit in the region. We bought him back-to-back 20-win seasons, 120 win, 125 win season. Had a disappointment in the conference tournament and a different disappointment in the NCAAs. But I'm very, very proud of the team that we put forward. And, I just think that it was the right thing to do to parlay it into a slightly bigger job, even if it's not a quote-unquote better job. George Mason might be a better job by being able to win your conference, but the experience of being able to compete in a Power 5 conference and in the SEC is invaluable. So we are now the head coach of the South Carolina Gamecocks. And, I'm not going to lie, this was kind of a school that I had on my radar. It really made sense for South Carolina State when I was at South Carolina State. When I was recording these videos, it made a lot of sense when I was at South Carolina State to be like, I wonder what would happen if South Carolina ever called up and was like, hey, we are super, super, super struggling. We see what you're doing there. Come on up and do the same thing for us and keep us competitive. Just took a little bit extra, took 2 extra years. They saw what we did at George Mason. They're like, hey, you can do that for us, right? And I'm like, well, I look at your budget and I look at the conference that we're in and I look at our prestige and I look at what I've done in the transfer portal and what I've done for other schools. I think we can do it. I definitely think we can do it, and we can turn this around into a competitive team in the SEC. I'm not saying that we're going to dominate the SEC by any means. We're probably not going to dominate nothing. But we're definitely going to be competitive, and we're not going to be an easy team to beat. When you show up, you're going to have to beat us in front of all 18,000 Gamecock fans. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to end the episode right there. I usually like to end the episode right after the championship and the job hire. And just around this time, looks like we got a job hire. So next episode, you'll see us as a South Carolina Gamecock. We'll look over the roster. We'll adjust all of our strategies and everything. And we'll get into the first year of South Carolina. And we'll start the new episode and new season right at the transfer portal. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know how you guys feel about these condensed videos. I know this one was about an hour, but my last ones were going about an hour 30 to 2 hours, and if not even longer. So, and I believe I would have had this under an hour if I cut down on some of the yapping and the complaining, and then also if I didn't show you guys this new job process at the end. But hey, this is part of the role play, right? This is the part of the reason why I do this. I have fun role playing as the coach, for real. So you see my emotions as if I'm actually in this game. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.